Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talks. I'm starting to get these daily videos out again. Okay, so it's been a little rough the last couple of days. I did talked about the George Stephanopoulos interview with J.D. Vance, where he shut him off, and evidently the video, or at least one of the videos, the algorithm landed on like a mega space, mega space, because nothing but right wingers viciously attacking me, attacking my character, ad hominems, but in a very disgusting, vicious way. And I don't tolerate that shit. I don't even really read. I don't read them. As soon as I read it, I delete it, and then I block you forever. I ban you from my channel. So if you're a MAGA person, don't even bother. I mean, you could write something if you're respectful and you're intelligent and you're thoughtful. Sure, that's fine. But the other, you suck. You belong in a mental home. If I raise my voice or something, it's so weird. In the video, I was a bit animated. I was angry about the J.D. Vance suggesting that the Democrats are keeping the shutdown, when they have the House, the Senate, and the White House, and the judiciary. They run everything, and it's preposterous. But they get that all from Fox News, the propaganda channel, all the online stuff, the Tim Pool crap and all that. And then they're backed by billionaires like Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, all that. So they're getting just wrong information. And then they come back and they have everything's backwards. Everything's asked backwards. And when they hear something from me, which is the exact opposite of what Fox is telling them, it's like, whoo, it's like a shock to them. So they really are brainwashed, most of them. Okay, so by the way, little sports interjection here. The Dodgers won again. Oh my God! So they're up on that series over the Brewers. I'm pulling for the Brewers. I don't really like the Dodgers. They're up in the series 2-0. And oh my God, the pitching! Blake Snell pitched to Jim on Tuesday, or was it Monday? I'm sorry. And then yesterday, Yamamoto, holy, unhittable. He pitched a shutout, 9 innings. Shutouts are very rare these days in baseball. And then the other game in the American League is the Seattle Mariners, who are up on the Toronto Blue Jays 2-0. I'm pulling for the Mariners. I want the Mariners to win it all. So there you go. This is not a sports show, but my wife was saying, why don't you just stick with sports? I have a channel called Tabor Talking Yanks. And then you wouldn't have to deal with these maggots. Like, everyone loves me when I'm doing sports. I also talk about the Cowboys. I like the Dallas Cowboys. And also little basketball. I like the Brooklyn Nets. And when I'm there, the arguments are about, I don't know, is Judge going to win the MVP? Do you think, Garrett Cole's going to come back in baseball? And what do you think about Dak Prescott's game and the Dallas Cowboy defense? They suck. They lost to the Panthers, all that, this and that. But anyway, you got to be in the right mindset. So, which brings me to what I'm going to talk about now. This channel called Ari, A-R-I, also called The Divided Stage. She's a young woman who's on TikTok and Twitch, and she also has a YouTube channel, and she has something called a MAGA support line, and she only speaks with maggots, right-wing MAGA. I'll be respectful. I won't call them maggots. MAGA. It's called MAGA support lines, so Trump supporters. And she'll ask them, are you still supporting Trump? And do you accept the fact that he's lying to you and all that? She does this every day. She does this on the weekend. And I can't do that. I mean, I don't have the patience for these people. Maybe because it's my age, I'm a little older, and I just can't tolerate fucking stupidity. I can't do it. There's some of them, to be fair, some of them are kind of intelligent. And some of them are actually nice. They're just misguided. Like, I have some sympathy for some of these people who seem genuinely they just have the wrong information. They think they have the right information because Fox is lying. Usually Fox is for boomers, but the stuff they get online, Tim Pool, Steven Crowder, used to be Charlie Kirk, but there are a bunch of them. Who's that other smug dude? I can't think of his name, but the guy with the glasses, kind of good looking dude, young, I don't know. Anyway, let me give you a taste of this, Ari, and then I'll talk some more about her. This is what she looks like, by the way. Very intelligent, very patient, and just give you a little sample here.
Okay, and are you still supporting Donald Trump?
See?
Oh man, I think he's the greatest president we've ever had.
Oh, okay.
See?
So what has you questioning your support in Donald Trump or the MAGA movement today?
Here she is.
Well, I hate to say it, but some of that Epstein stuff was just a little strange. I won't say it's shaking me completely, but it is a little weird that they got real quiet about it.
About what?
See how patient she is?
The Epstein stuff, all that,
Oh, aren't you aware that that's part of why the government's actively shut down right now?
Exactly.
I haven't heard of that. What do you mean?
What do I
See,
mean? Oh,
let me
yeah.
put this.
So,
They don't even know about this. That's one of the reasons why the government is shut down, because they don't want to release the Epstein files. By the way, even though they'll release it, it's all going to be fucking bullshit. They're going to take out all the stuff about Trump or whatever. But anyway, let me just continue on for a little bit.
you're familiar with who Mike Johnson is, correct?
Never heard of him. Are you still there?
What are the two branches of Congress? Or the two parts that
Oh
make
man, that's
Congress?
like two branches of Congress.
The two parts that make up Congress.
You're talking about like judicial and executory, right?
Oh
Are
my
you looking for
god.
the
Oh
most
my god, there's a
affordable way
commercial.
to add electric
So
heating and
so you
cooling
get
to
the
homeowners? If that's
let me
the
just
case,
pause
then
this.
you're
All right. Let me continue just
No,
for a
those
second.
are the branches of government, and that's, and you're missing one.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, hang on.
Executive,
Oh,
judicial,
okay.
legislative.
I'm sorry.
You get that, maggot?
Hello, are you still there?
I am.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't know. I heard something about they were going to release the Epstein files, and they were talking about it for
He's
months
talking
and
about
months
it.
and then they get in the office, and all of a sudden they get real quiet about it. That's a little suspicious to me.
Well, at least there's something, a little.
Yeah. You're familiar with Congress?
Let me pause. These people are real dumb fuckers. I mean, anyone supporting Trump, let's call a spade, not too bright, low IQ, low information, and I'm not trying to be mean. It's just a fact. Go look at the data, look at the demographics. Non-college educated, mostly white male. There's some dumb fucking women too. White male, no college, uneducated, getting bad information, getting fed propaganda day in and day out. And Fox, that's what they live on dumb fucks, uneducated people. There are a few, those are the people in charge, like the J.D. Vances and Marco Rubios. Those are very smart guys there. But these are uneducated people, and just look at the data, because there you go. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just calling a spade. Here we are. Continue.
Yeah. So right now, Mike Johnson, he is the majority leader. He is the Speaker of the House. Okay?
All right.
And he already made Congress go on recess 2 extra times, like 2 extra weeks in September, to avoid them voting on the motion that would demand the release of the Epstein files to Congress, right? To the committee, right? This was something that was backed, this is backed by Republicans. This was written by Josh Hawley. Yes, Ollivander, I will reread yours in just a moment. That's fine after this caller. And so Josh Hawley's also a Republican. MTG is also a Republican. In order for this motion to get brought to the floor so that basically they would be signing a law saying that, hey, this has to be, released information, okay? That needs 218 signatures for it to be brought to the floor in order to be voted on, right? And so, right now, they have 217 signatures. They have one more signature left, right? There's a new representative that was voted in the special election in Arizona, okay? And
You're right.
right now, the House of Representatives is out on vacation again. Literally, they have not been back in office. They've taken 2 weeks off. since the government shut down on the 1st, they've been like, all right, we home. Y'all go home. That's what Mike Johnson does. So they're not in right now. And so as they're out, Mike Johnson is purposely avoiding swearing in the Arizona representative.
That's right.
Because she's already promised that she would be signature number 218. Even though he's been called out on why he can't do a pro forma vote or pro forma swear-in like they did for the 2 representatives from Florida back on April 2nd. When they weren't in session, they did an informal vote to swear in the 2 representatives that were voted in, right, in their special elections in April, on April 2nd.
Okay.
And he's refusing to do that. He's refusing to do a pro forma.
You're saying Trump is refusing?
No, Mike Johnson.
Okay. Let me pause this. I'll put the whole thing in. You got to watch her. She's great. She does. This is like an hour and a half. Sometimes she goes for 2 hours. Some of these people are kind. Like, this guy doesn't seem like an awful person, just dumb. But she's very good. And I listen to a lot of the younger people. I'm older, of course, but she's good. I listen to Bosch. When Hassan Piker and Kyle's like 40 years old now, Kyle Kalinske. And who am I missing here? Destiny. They're all very good. They're the future of the country, So there you go. I'll leave it at that. More to come. Check her out. Ari, you can find her everywhere. And on that note, good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience, and a little sports note I'm just reading here. Anthony Volpe's having surgery. So anyway, that's a little thing for the Yankees. I'm a Yankee fan. All right, peace. And if you made it this far, thank you very much. Make sure you like and subscribe. Spread it around, too. It helps with the algorithm. All right. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. That's a quote from Mark Twain when asked, what is happiness?